Hello Internet, this is Olin from What I'm Listening To. As you can see, the areas are looking a little different here, and well, that's because I have moved. I have moved to the beautiful San Francisco. This is my first vlog from the new place, and I bought a lot of stuff in the last week or so, mostly because, well, I live super close to Amoeba now, and I can't just not take advantage of that, so I've gone on a couple of trips over there and have picked up some stuff, and I've gotten a couple of other things before I've moved, and I just wanted to show off everything that I've picked up since then. So let's just get right into it. First album I got, the new Flaming Lips record. I've been listening to this band since Yoshimi, which I first heard in high school, and even then I looked back and saw how much stuff they've put out, and I have listened to a good majority of their catalog since then. Yoshimi is still my favorite, and this band is responsible for my girlfriend and I meeting and talking because she was wearing a Flaming Lips shirt, and I said, hey, nice shirt. So when they finally announced that a new album was coming out and they released it, I had to get it, and this reminds me a lot of Tame Impala's new album. This is really synthy and almost kind of 80s in some small way, but it's still really cool and really psychedelic, and I enjoy it.
Let them shine now, shine for just 1 hour. I tried to tell you, but I don't know.
Alright, next up is Iver for Emma. I haven't really listened to much of Iver. Their new album, I've heard, is really different from what their past stuff is. I've been meaning to check out the new album, but I figured I should start with some of their old material. I don't really know too much about the group other than they're very folky and very slow. So this should be good rainy day music, and I don't know. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
I am my mother on the wall with us all.
So these next two I think go hand in hand here, and I'll start with this one here. This is Sufjan Stevens' Carrie and Lowell. I bought this on CD when it came out and just fell in love with it. It is a gorgeous record. I was spinning this a lot because California is going through a phase of a lot of rain. Well, at least the area that I live in is. Something about listening to it while it was raining just was the perfect fit. The record is also about his childhood and his mother, who is this lovely woman right here. Considering the fact that I was moving while I was listening to this, it also was a very perfect fit, very emotional to listen to while packing my bags and leaving home. But this is such a beautiful record, and I'm so happy that I own it on vinyl because it's just so good.
But I don't know where to begin. But I don't know where to begin. Again, I lost my strength completely. Oh, be near me.
And because I was in a Sufjan Stevens kick, I got this one, Seven Swans. I already own a bunch of his stuff. I own his first album, Michigan, Chicago, and I don't own this one. And this one, I know he did more folky stuff because there are two records where he decided to go electronica, which I haven't listened to yet, but my perception of Sufjan has always been folk stuff. When I saw that this one was back to his folk roots, I decided I needed to check it out, and because I wanted to hear more that was similar to Carrie and Lowell, so what I've heard off of this one I really enjoy.
And I am joining all my thoughts to you.
Alright, next up we have Miles Davis, Miles Smiles. Someone brought this up on one of Amoeba's What's in My Bag episodes, and so far Miles is everything I've heard by him. It's just so good. I own a couple of his stuff, and like I said, everything I've heard I just happened to really like. And I don't know, I was wanting to buy some more jazz music because I haven't really been getting any in the last couple of trips, and this one was also recommended by an Amoeba employee, so that further secured the fact that this was a good one. Considering the fact that I now live in the city and I will be having to drive around in it, this should be a nice soundtrack to the city life. Okay, more vinyl. So this is Sturgill Simpson's Metamodern Sounds and Country Music. I already own this one on CD, and I wanted to rebuy it on vinyl because I don't have any country music on vinyl. I'm not the biggest country fan, so I'm very particular about my country music. This record is definitely an exception to that because it is so good. It's produced in such a way where it's psychedelic and almost sounds like it's an indie rock record, but it is a full-blown country record, and Sturgill is so awesome. He's magnificent. This sounds so nice on vinyl, and I'm really happy to own this one.
There's a gateway in our minds that leads somewhere out there, far beyond this plane. We're reptile aliens made of light, cut you open, pull out all your pain.
Next up we have Black Flag's My War. This is one that I've been meaning to pick up, and every time I go to Amoeba, they either don't have it or they have it for the new price, which is like 14 to 15 bucks, and I've never really wanted to invest all that money for that. However, this particular trip I went, it was $2.99 and I couldn't pass it up. On this record, there are some tracks where they are heavily inspired by Black Sabbath. It's very reminiscent of the kind of doom metal with some blues influence to it. Still very heavy stuff. I have Damaged, which is their classic album, and I wanted to hear a little bit more of their material, so I wanted to get the next one up. So here we have it, My War. Last album is a band called Fuzz. I bought their first album in an Amoeba and Chill a while back, and that first album was so good. It blew me away. I liked it more than I thought I would. It really left me wanting more because the album was only 9 songs. So I decided to invest into the second album, which was luckily more songs. I think it's 12 songs altogether. Fuzz is a band consisting of Ty Segall on drums and vocals, along with 2 other musicians, and instead of doing the garage rock stuff that Ty has done in his solo stuff, they have taken a more acid rock psychedelic approach, which is very reminiscent of bands like Led Zeppelin, Iron Butterfly, and all those classic 70s psychedelic heavy metal bands. So far they only have this and the first record, so only 2 records. I love the first record. I'm sure I'll enjoy this, and if they put out a new one, I'm sure I'll probably get it, but until then I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this one. Okay, Internet, that does it for me. I'm going to get ready for work and to public transit to my job, and that should be an interesting ordeal because I've never had to use public trans before, but I'm sure it should be fine. So I will see you all next time.